As Algoot continues on his search for the Cahuilla demon named Tahquitz, no matter how prepared he believed himself to be, could not have imagined the scene revealed to him in the valley. Gone were the ferns, now shriveled and blackened from some unknown scourge. Gone were the tall pines that once surrounded the valley meadow, now bare of needle and bark and strewn about as so many twigs carried by a child. A low brown mist covered the valley floor like a malevolent fog, filled with the stench of decay. As the fog cleared with his steps, he saw wild animals strewn haphazardly wherever he looked, some yet still alive. It was among these bones that Algoot saw a bit of buckskin he knew to be the dress of a young woman in his tribe, a member of the missing tribal members who had been given the charge to bring food to Tahquitz. Close by, a young woman lay crushed among bear and deer. Algoot's attention was immediately drawn to a soft moan, its speaker hidden in the putrid fog. Following the sound, he found a battered young man led by his son to this valley so many weeks before. Algoot lifted the head of the young man. Algoot did his best to comfort him in his pain. "My good man, where is my son?" Algoot asked. "Algoot, how can I tell you this and yet I live? Better had it been that Tahquitz had taken my life than to tell you this dreadful news. Your son, my friend and companion, is no longer," the boy answered. In mute anguish, Algoot listened how everything had been happy and almost a game until they reached Tahquitz Valley. Here, loud roars and echoing sounds were heard. The putrid smell hung everywhere, and though two of them wanted to leave, the son of Algoot declared that he had not come so far to only retreat at the first sound of danger. Undaunted, the son of Algoot continued his journey, ignoring the appeals of his friends until a deafening clap of thunder and unnaturally sustained lightning revealed the demon, the monster that was Tahquitz. With one fierce sweep of his hand, he struck down the three, causing them to collapse with many broken bones but remaining alive. Tahquitz then picked up the son of Algoot like a pine needle doll. He slung the screaming boy over his shoulder and marched back to his cave. "Chief Algoot, we could not do anything except listen. Our legs and arms were broken, useless to flee or fight," the young man explained. But our horror was not yet complete. Algoot continued to listen as the boy explained that as the sun rose 2 days later, Tahquitz came to gather up the next of the scouting party, his evil and hunger not yet sated. His next victim was chosen as the son of Algoot had been, this time taking his feast in view of his next intended victim. When he had finished, he threw him over the mountain and retreated to his cave, laughing at my cries of terror until I had not the strength but to breathe. Tahquitz left me here for many days and nights, but I knew I would be next. "Algoot, protect me and protect our people from this monster. Unalive, Tahquitz." With these final words, the young man shuddered in the arms of Algoot and was no more. He picked him up in his trembling arms and turned